Hi guys, so welcome to the channel. Today I just wanted to talk about a couple of different things. First and foremost, I wanted to review the Body Fortress Isolate Protein. This is sold. I got this at Walmart. One of the things that caught my eye is that it was 30 grams per scoop, and it just had a low calorie per protein, which is one of the things that I'm really looking forward to. But first I want to talk about what the difference between isolate protein versus regular whey protein. With isolate protein, it's essentially about 90% protein in the powder versus whey protein could be about 80% protein. The nice thing about that is that with the isolate protein you get lower calories, lower carbs, lactose, and fat. And that could be big for people that are lactose intolerant. If you want to mix it with water, you don't really have to worry about the whole lactose issue. The downside is that it's usually more expensive than regular whey protein, so that's something you have to keep in mind. So with this is the vanilla cream. I've tried the chocolate, and that they only make vanilla cream and chocolate here in the isolate protein, and I like the vanilla cream a lot better than the chocolate. Chocolate didn't taste really as sweet, really as good, and just was more chalky overall. But with the consistency, out of a 1 through 10, I gave it a 6. Kind of take a look at it. Hopefully you get a good look. You see it kind of looks chalky, and there's like clumps. So, yeah. Hopefully you can see that. So it's okay. Once it gets mixed into with the water, it's not too bad, but it's not the easiest as far as mixability, which I gave that as a 6 as well. I had to kind of it takes a lot of mixing in order to really incorporate all the pieces, and it kind of floats to the top and can make a mess too. It's really like flour like, so it can kind of poof. So you got to watch out for that. Now the calories per protein though, so that's what I was talking about a little bit earlier. For 60 grams of protein you get 280 calories, so that's pretty good when you think about it. So with 280 you're getting about 4.66 calories per gram of protein, which is one of the lowest I could find, at least there at Walmart. So I haven't really gone over too many different ones, but out of the small selection they had at my local Walmart, this is the lowest that I could find. Now as far as the taste, I'm going to give the vanilla cream an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Once it's finally mixed and everything like that, it almost kind of, to me, it tastes like cake batter, so I like that. You know, I'm a fatty, so that's what I'm into. So some of the pros is that it has good taste, obviously. The price, it's Body Fortress was some of the cheapest stuff I could find. Not to be that's a good thing, I should say most affordable stuff I could find. And then just being a low calorie count. The cons would obviously be the texture and the mixability. But once you get past that, then it's a pretty good overall. So out of a 40-point scoring system, it got 29 points, which is 72.5%. That's overall, recommended. Anything over 70% is pretty good for me. So this is obviously my first protein powder review. We'll go into more, but so far so good. 72.5% here for the Body Fortress Isolate Protein in vanilla cream. Now, I also wanted to talk about how much protein you should be taking in per day. Of course, this will kind of vary depending on your lean body mass percentage and also how much exercise you do and what your goals are. For somebody like me, I'm probably about 15% body fat in that area, and I weigh 160 pounds. And I'm trying to maximize protein because I'm in a calorie deficit most days, so I'm trying not to lose any muscle. I'm trying to keep as much as I can, if not losing any, I want to build some while also losing some fat. So recommended for me is anywhere between 1 to 1.5 grams per pound of body weight. So that's looking right around 200 grams per day. So in order to get that from protein, I usually take about 120 grams from this and then just eat my regular amount of food and hopefully I get somewhere close to that 200. Now, of course, you could also modify that. So let's say that you are in a lower body fat percentage and you're also doing way more exercise than I am. I'm exercising about an hour a day. And you're looking to not only be in a calorie deficit, but even just like be in the bulk phase, essentially. Then you can even push that up. So you can even go up to, 1.7 grams per pound. So that's, if that's, some people say that's a lot, but anything that you go over, you essentially just kind of poop it out. So it's not really too big of a deal. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we went over today the difference between isolate protein and regular protein. We reviewed the Body Fortress, and then we also talked about how much protein to take as well. So pretty good. I'll see you guys on the next video. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, please subscribe, and let me know if you have any recommendations for something in the future. Thanks, guys.